Hello and welcome to my channel. So in this video I will give a little bit more explanation to how I run my logbook strategy where I farm gold and how I use this gold to gain exalted orbs or actually translate them into divine orbs later. So I played on Friday for like 5 to 6 hours and I built my wealth to, let's say, this level. I spent maybe 2 or 3 hours during the weekend as well, mostly flipping, but I've run some mobs. Today I spent like less than an hour. So all of this wealth basically was built in less than 10 hours. Yeah, I think it's around 15 divines per hour on average time spent in game. However, if you really speedrun the logbooks to get a lot of gold, then you can passively trade. You don't need to spend so much time in the game. You can use the calendar week, so basically to passively, gain divine orbs out of gold, right? So there's also something I would like to talk about, which is getting gold from rogue. So basically you could potentially get items from rogue, like rare items, and sell them right away without flipping, because the strategy we do basically gives you infinite amount of the currency, and we have a lot of exotic coinage as well. One divine is for like 300. I sold 330 of those for one divine, so it's not a lot. With 330 refreshes you could get a lot of gold. However, important note, this could be better early on, where basically it's it's also opportunity to roll an item, right? So instead, so like day one, maybe you could do that, try to create some items. If you fail, basically sell them, try to use maybe your exotic coinages like that, although they are way more valuable. Or you could simply continue running Barren Atolls. And I think running Barren, even though you just sit here, basically buy items and sell, I still think I make a lot of gold and exalted orbs by running the Barren Atoll. So this is an alternative method of getting gold after you're tired of running this strategy. You have a lot of currency to do that, and that's the benefit of running Barren Atoll. But I still recommend running like level 80, at least level 80 Barren Atolls, as you can drop like a raw divine orb, orb of annulments, a lot of equipment. Today I dropped like a rune for 13 divines as well. So yeah, all in all, this is very profitable. So in this video I'll be running some maps and setting up orders with the currency exchange market, so you can see which markets I play. I will also try to give some commentary on the paths I take and what I focus at. So as you can see, I flip now basically 2 items, where 5 transactions actually are for the homogenizing omen of coronation, and the rest is the rune of spring. So I think the most currency I make now is with the runes, because the volume of trades is quite high and I have a good spread. So I've been making like for most of the time like 15 exalts per trade. So I bought those for 18.8. So for majority of time I was selling this for 103. You can imagine this. I was buying most of mine for 81, 82, selling for 99. Sometimes 100, sometimes 96. So if you simulate the scenario, so imagine I have like 810. So there is this autofill that changes your quantities. Always make sure that you have correct numbers before you place order, although this doesn't punish you a lot. It's 10k gold. It's the other way around that's costful, right? And I will speak about that also when selling the splinters, because you can overpay for for trading splinters. I hope not. So yeah, basically it's 10k gold and it's 100k gold, vice versa, which means I paid 110 for like 180 exalts. That gives me like 2/3 of 1,000, like I don't know, 700 gold per one exalt, right? So every map we make like 200 exalted orbs. The faster you go, the less it takes. To me, with my, let's say, casual build, I mean, this build is not meant to be like zoomy. It's just average build that I had the pleasure to craft myself. And well, this league everything is strong, so I stopped upgrading it, and now I'm saving for maybe something else. Maybe I'll try like let's say I'll try a build that will perform this much better next league, so I'm prepared. Maybe trying to find out some monk build, or I don't know, like unarmed build. I don't know. I'll try to find something cool, but nevertheless, yeah. I can run this in under 4 minutes, which means I could complete around 15 of those if I did not trade. But because I trade, I can say, yeah, if you complete like 10-12 maps per hour with intermediate trade, I mean, between every maps you do some transactions which take like 10, 20, 30 seconds, then yeah, then you can basically spend all your gold while playing, right? I have 1 million gold. So as you can imagine, it's just 5 maps. So I can get 1 million gold in 20 minutes. So basically, maybe getting one more. So by completing only those 5 logbooks, and buying those is also very easy, because yeah, there are people who hold half of the inventory of this. So you only need to cherry pick Barren Atoll and be careful not to pay like 45 divines instead of 45 exalts for each of those. And yeah, that's basically the idea. So you also don't need to min-max your gold. You also don't need to spend it while you play. So if you play in the morning, you don't need to spend your gold in the morning. Maybe you can set up some juicy transactions to, let's say, to complete throughout the day. But most market activity happens in the, let's say, European evenings, right? So it depends on the part of the world you are. This is the prime time, basically, right? For me, it's like now 8 p.m. There is a high market activity, but this means two things. High market activity means also there are a lot of people speculating as well, right? So people are speculating now. The margins are less. So yeah, maybe you don't need to, well, you don't need to spend all your gold now. Maybe it's better to, you know, aim for higher margins and sell stuff in the evening. So as an example, I can buy now stuff cheaper because a lot of people is farming, a lot of people sells this. So you can, for instance, buy those omens for, let's say, 5 exalts. But the sell price is 6. And at night I sold for almost 7, like 690. So you see these transactions. I only sold 300 of those. So this transaction wasn't finished and I already paid for it. So I will leave it being because I believe tonight it will sell. It's just a little bit more currency, right? If I sold this for 590 without issue, I would make 100 exalt less per 100 of the omens. So I sold 300, that would be 300 exalted less. And the only thing I had to do is to, let's say, keep it open overnight, right? So buy enough, let's say, stash to have something to trade at premium price, right? So I would set up like different levels of price. I will sell something for 630, I will sell something for 640, and if the, let's say, the supply runs out, I will sell for the premium price of 490. And I was buying today for like 490. And this is the other thing. If you work from home or you have access to the computer, but you can't play like all day, but you can spend like 5 minutes early in the morning before you go to school, to work, or maybe, like I said, you work from home or you come back from school and you still have to do something in the afternoon, you can just log in, set up your, you know, like take completed transactions into your stash, create new transactions, and this way you will make money while you are still away, right? And then when you log in the evening, you can do something fun, right? You still need gold, so this is your bottleneck. This is why I run Barren Atolls for most of the time, but the gameplay is very chill. You don't really need to, let's say, stress because the maps are very easy. So all in all, it's kind of relaxing. You can just play some music. I don't know, watch Netflix. There's nothing that can go wrong. And if you are trying to buy like, I don't know, like mirror tier items, and or you try to, you know, craft something for profit, you still need some currency, right? This could be a way to make your first 100 divines. Then you can, I don't know, use this and craft items that you can sell for dozens of divines, right? I still haven't got into crafting much in the POE too. I think meta crafting is the best way to make currency, right? So basically you could make I don't know, 500 divines out of 100 if you know which items to craft, and you're a little bit lucky, right? Because now I believe you need like perfect items to get the jackpot. But yeah, I think there are still a lot of players who need perfect items. So this will be always a great method to you know, get even more currency, right? But to the point, let's start by playing some expeditions. So I can start this. Meanwhile, the map is starting. You can set up some transactions. So yeah, I'm happy to buy this, like, I don't know, at least 100 for 500, right? And at the same time, yeah, no, don't do this. Yeah, this was supposed to be like this. I have 500 exalts, and at the same time I want to sell this as 5.9 because yeah, I'm still, let's say, 1 million plus in gold, so I don't need to min-max my margin. And like here again, I'm really happy to buy this. I will even buy like 20 of this. Sorry, this is not the case. It's 60, so it's one like 920. Nope. Yeah, this is, yeah, sorry. This is the, let's say, the biggest problem you need to calculate now, and I'm focusing on talking to you, so it's a little bit harder. I might make mistakes, but in the end it doesn't matter too much. You can't fuck it up, honestly. It's not that your money will disappear if you do something wrong. You can cancel immediately, so that's totally fine. And yeah, I'm buying now at 87. You can see like somebody else is buying, but majority of let's say of this position is mine. And at the same time, I'm happy to sell for like I can see like 98 is quite flat, so I will sell 10 for 98, right? So I have my ball rolling. This is already selling, so this will wait while I'll be clearing out maps. I will keep it here. I have my map open, so I'm happy to start. I think I'm already making money passively. I could do nothing, but if I did that, I would run out of gold, right? So when I open map, the first thing I check is where I have those, let's say, icons with where the gold is, right? So I can see I need to go there. That's quite far away, but I need to capture those, right? I also need to pick up every expedition chest on the way, and it's nice to get into underground areas if you can. So in this case, I could basically go from here and maybe take a run, but I think it's always best to, let's say, yeah, maybe we can do something better. Yeah, so yeah, no, so yeah, sometimes you see you miss like an inch, so by the time you think, okay, I will maybe get one less expedition chest or something, you're just wasting money, because the idea is that you need to run those logbooks as fast as possible. So you basically, you don't care, just go as fast as possible, and you pick whatever you can. This is kind of good because you get two in one, but yeah, if you don't get something yet, just make sure this is green. You just go as fast as you can. Of course, you need to place them in between. Yeah, this will work, and this will work, and we have two more. Is this green? Yeah, this is checked, so you can pick the last one, and that's it. So it's really fast. Don't overthink the layout. This is, I think, the biggest mistake you can do. Just go and try to avoid picking remnants. So the remnants are like those modifiers to your monsters, right? So I think at this point you should know how logbooks work. Don't pick those that are making this much harder. It's not worth it. You're not gonna increase your profits with anything you do here, because the logbooks, if you try to juice them, you'd be making like 5 divines per hour. But because we just use, let's say, we leverage the gold you make on the currency market, your profits are more like 15 divines per hour. So well, you don't have enough, let's say, impact on that sum with your small decisions. So basically it doesn't matter. So all we want is like simply getting those splinters. They're let's say they go for 130 splinters go for 1 divine, which is really nice, and they sell right away. So this will fund your map. You don't need to flip to run more maps. I'm not sure how about early league economy. We'll find out next league. I'm happy to, let's say, rush this and see if I can buy a mirror early on to set myself up for the league. That would be perfect. If not, maybe trying to get some mirror shards early on, if there are any. I'm not sure if there are mirror shards in this game. Never bought them. Might be not the case. And that's it. We had one underground area. So yeah, I'm not sure how much we spent, but I talked for the half of it. So again, I bought like 10 of those. I'm happy to sell. 86 is a good price. Oh, I think the market is flooded a little bit, so maybe we can use more transactions here. So we have 490/590. How much we sold? We sold a little bit. So let's maybe set up one more. Like I said, it's prime time, so let's say there is more competition, but you don't need to, let's say, compete at all costs. Yeah, just try to. What did do I have completed? Yeah, I bought 100. That's fine. You can place this in a stash. Oh, I think I put it in here. I want this to be visible. So it's good that if you stash it up and you set up the transaction for the night at let's say a better profit, it will still sell. I don't need currency right now. Just don't think like this. Okay, if there is a competition and people sell this for 90, 92, and you bought this for 86, I think it's not worth your time. So just forget it. Yeah, so you can see here I missed this by an inch, and this is not effective, same as here, but I don't care. Just go as fast as possible. You can always do another map. There is unlimited supply of those. You can literally play more and more to get more gold, to get more splinters. There's nothing you actually miss on those. And this way I completed what I needed. Now I can pick another underground area. I can finish with a chest. And you can see that was pretty smooth. I just made a whole round trip. So you get some waystones. I didn't filter them out. I think they are quite, let's say, they're quite costly early on. Level 15 waystones. You can sell them in a bulk, or I think, yeah, selling them in a bulk on TFT is the best idea. Maybe you can set up, you know, like this asynchronous trade as well. Yeah, and we get the researcher's box, so we can still kill some monsters while it's rolling. We get 10 exalted orbs. Yeah, I'm not rolling the 200,000 gold because it's not worth it. You get with the runes I trade. I've got an, I'm not sure what's that. I don't know, items in this game. Yeah, shit. Maybe you can corrupt. Try to roll some nice Nice implicit or the better values on mods with uniques now, but I don't know the meta, honestly, I don't care. So you drop some jewelry, you drop some rare items, because the remnants you pick on the way, but I'm not reading them. I'm just being careful not to break my my build. Sometimes they increase like the quantity of items dropped by monsters or the rarity, and you can drop something nice in logbooks as well. So that's just well, that's not our core of our profit, but you know, it's something you can get extra. It's always a chance. So this is the worst underground layout. It mostly has those let's say armor chests, but sometimes it has one expedition chest. Not sure if that's worth, yeah, like here. Not sure if that's worth it. It's 5 splinters, like I don't know, 2 exalts each. That's 10 exalts for the time we spent. Yeah, maybe it's worth it. So that was okay. Transactions are not completed, so we just jump into another map. And the good part is that, yeah, if you can't make profit of your, let's say, of the markets you've discovered, you can try to discover new markets. So it will take more time. So I don't want to do this very often. For this reason, I'm quite happy with like 1,000. I don't know, 1 exalt per 1,000 gold. Sorry, and yeah, you can select your profit threshold and just go with it. Don't try to get most of it. Try to be fast, because you know you always see, okay, those streamers have like, I don't know, multiple divines next day. So like here, I fucked up a little bit because I didn't get the last chest. That's something you want to avoid. But on the other hand, you don't want to remake your whole logbook. It's just waste of time. You can make another logbook in basically similar time, right? If you were about to re-roll it, I mean remake it, then run it, it's just pointless. So if you don't get everything, don't have like this FOMO and be somehow min-maxing this. Yeah, it's just keep it simple. It's just printing currency. So yeah. So the exotic coinage is something that I still pick, although yeah, because you can like, I don't know, 1 or 2 divines extra on top of what we make with the basic strat. But early on, I think it's much better profit. So I don't even open the armor chests. I think something can drop there, but it's just pointless at this point of the league. And again, I'm not feeling like after opening like hundreds of them, it's 99.9%. It's nothing there. Like here, 500 gold. Yeah, great. That's always half an exalt, but it's just half an exalt for 3 clicks. No, this is not how you're getting rich in this game. Yeah. So I'm not used to this look of exotic coinage because I updated my filter today. So because it's much cheaper, it looks just so ordinary. So yeah, I bought another 10 of this. Let's see how much they are priced now. You can always use your transaction. So you see, now I'm happy to sell this for 970. That's perfect. We waited like 4 minutes, no rush, and now we are set. So if I already set up this way, I will already buy 20 of those, like for 870. That was this much. Okay, this is completed. I've got my exalts back. So let's see, what did we sell? We sold 590. What do we have? 510. Yeah, I think I still have plenty of my supply. I'm happy to sell this for 590 to use my last transactions. And I'm not sure if this is the worst thing, that those portals do not disappear. So I never know whether my logbook is the old one or the new one. All of them are Barren Atolls. I don't know. I sometimes just enter not to waste the logbook, but even if you did, it's like 40C, doesn't matter. Yeah. So again, just picking an expedition book on the way. Sometimes you just want to grab, like if you see everything is on the other side of the map, sometimes you're just fine grabbing the currency, the gold chest, and just going back or going the other way. Maybe I'll have this layout to show you. So yeah, at some layouts I spent some time planning this, like in here. Now I have to choose because I picked already all the gold chests. So I have expedition chest here, I have expedition chest here, and I have underground area here. So maybe I can go this way, pick it in here, maybe go like this. Yeah, and going through those narrow corridors sometimes bugs out that you cannot place another one. So yeah, and because we had probably the mod that we can yeah, increase the placement range, yeah, I could pick everything on this map. This is really nice, but I wouldn't really like hunt for this. Just buy them as fast as possible. Sure, this will be always superior to everything because the placement range is really strong. This way you can pick every currency chest, but all of them have like upside and downside. So I guess I just don't care. I'm mostly interested in the gold chests and making money off currency market. Everything else is optional, honestly, and yeah, it's really chill. So now I'm just talking, not listening to music, but yeah, like I said, this is really chill gameplay, as you can see. And if I had maybe a little bit faster build, although yeah, as you can see, it's not that you can clear this in 2 seconds because the chain reaction needs to go in its own speed. You still need to wait a bit, and yeah, and that's let's say our choke point. Let's say choke or bottleneck. Yeah, bottleneck. The other thing are those strong boxes. So I tested them, but honestly, I did not drop anything valuable. There's this researcher strong box which drops currency, but yeah, but it's really shit. So in this layout, there are only chests in the middle. As you can see, there's nothing on sides. So if you saw that, okay, those are like armor chests, it's not worth it. Yeah, you drop like shitty items from this, and that's it. I also hide the currency, expedition currency, because I'm not interested in that, and it floats my screen. Yeah. So as you can see, yeah, we trade. We already have 50 of those. We can maybe set up something bigger because it actually sells nicely now. I don't know, there's less competition, and we've got like 200 splinters. So you see, this is like 8 divs. Yeah, I will maybe after we finish all the maps, I will show you how much we can get for those. So what do we do? Yeah, we should sell some of those. 910, cool. So I think setting 2 big transactions is also not good because people will see, oh yeah, the market is flooded at 97. I'm gonna set 96. So don't do that. Try to, yeah, you need to, let's say, if you want to actively sell this, just try smaller batches, like yeah, like this will be good enough. I can even go with 40, so I start selling right away because I'm happy to buy at 87 again. So how many logbooks we've run? Okay, one more. We had 1 million gold or 700k. I don't remember because we spent some before we started. So we made like 100k gold. And every gold we spent, every single 1,000 gave us at least one exalted orb. So by now I've made like 800k of gold. Now we can pick those as well, and now we can see that maybe we can puff this differently. So we go this way. Did we pick this one? No. And then we'll try to get to the other side of an island, and we have some nice, oh yeah, we have some chests in here. We have, oh, I can't do physical damage because it's so annoying. So yeah, but even though if you have this, you can always just take the gold and leave. So we have 2 more. I don't have placement range. I can't make it to the other chest, so I'll just settle with the currency node, and then you just sprint back. So the sprint is also a reason why this works, because setting it up and running before was not cool. Now you can sprint through, so you don't need like a super fast build. You can just do this early in a league or with any shitty build, honestly, because this is so easy. If it's too hard, just do level 79. If 79 is too hard, buy cheaper logbooks like level 78. You will maybe find less splinters. You will have less chance to find something valuable, but you will still get plenty of gold. Oh, did I fuck it up? Did I fuck it up? I think I did not blow it up for some reason. So yeah, that's a pity. Yeah, so that's something we need to do better, because it's like I've just lost like 200 exalts. So I mean, lost. I did not. I lost an opportunity to make 200 exalts. Let's put it that way, so that you're not angry with what I'm saying. But our transaction's been completed. We are killing the monsters. 500 gold is half an exalt, and you don't need to click, you just need to roll over it. It's good enough. So it wasn't my, let's say, my best execution of this idea. And early on you can also pick bases, because here you can pick up to level 82 based on your logbook level. If you go with 81s in the underground area, you can pick 82 levels. Here you can have 81. You can also have exceptional bases dropping. So there's a lot of currency to be dropped. And we finished the 5th one, and that will be the last one, because the gameplay looks like this, and I'd rather play some music than keep talking about the same stuff. So we've just sold 20 with profit again. We make like 120 exalts with 110k gold. That's even better than 1 per 1. With the omens, we make 100 with. Okay, let's check. Omens, 100 omens for 500. 70, 80, I make 100 again. I make 1.2 exalt per 1000 gold. And you can make better. You can sell. You can see this is not. It is deep. It's like it's 2000 omens. So the supply is quite deep. But I think a lot of people is speculating, or I don't know, they are buying this in bulk. As you can see. You don't need to be a genius. If you want to discover a new market, I'm not sure. All right. If you want to discover a new market, for instance, there are those cool runes. I'm not sure which one would be. Like this movement speed one is very expensive. You can't even buy this for exalts, so that's not gonna work. Yeah, it's too expensive, so it's only traded in divine orbs. Nobody would pay that much gold for it. I'm not sure which one would be. Maybe this one? No, it's cheap. So basically you need to find something that yeah, this is kind of cool. You can make like 700 exalts per 1 piece. I want to buy one for I pay 1,000 gold for it, and I pay 300. Yeah, so that's 500 gold per one exalt, but you take a lot of risk. But I have a lot of currency. Let's see if I can buy one. So you can see, you can just run logbooks. If you have enough gold, you can maybe do 3 trades like this per day. Maybe not 3, like, you know what I mean? Like, you'd need to buy probably with, if you pay like 2,600 for one item, I wouldn't set up like 10 of this, although you only pay 1,000. So if somebody overbids me, I can just, you know, just set up another trade, cancel this one, doesn't matter. And you can see I already sold another batch. I'm now setting up like those small ones. Usually I don't bother with like 100, again 510. So the profits shrink, and probably this will be consumed because there is less incentive to buy this at this price. But I will do that, right? I will buy this at 520. I will maybe stop selling for 590, let this to crack, or maybe try to buy cheaper so that I keep the 100 exalts per 100k gold trade. So 1-to-1, 1,000 gold to 1 exalt ratio. Otherwise, I will use other markets like runes or there are essences. There's a lot of items. There is always something else you can do in the market. And if you find market like me, you can use mine. Please go ahead. Let's say the liquidity is I run a small channel. If I was like a popular streamer and I did this, the profits would be dead in a second. So I'm happy to share those details with you. Big streamers will never do that. And I can see the sales for 102. So I'm happy to sell like 20 of mine for like 101. Yeah, and that would be it. Thanks for watching, and yeah, see you in the next video. Cheers.